we go. One man, 11 women who say they hate Valentine's Day until the minute they get a boyfriend. Let's do it! At the cocktail party, you can cut the tension with a knife. Maria's outside crying, threatening to leave. Look at Kelsey T. She's contemplating all of her life decisions right now. She's like, your mom told you to go get your MBA. I said, no, I want to find love. Oh, now I'm going to have to take the prerequisite courses, and I got to go take the GMAT. Oy. Here's Jesse Palmer doing his one job of the whole episode, just informing them that there's a rose ceremony. He's basically at the beach, and then he just shows up to a castle, and he's like, hey, everybody, time to get done. We're at the rose ceremony. I don't know how anyone could send Medina home. This stare both frightens me and turns me on at the same time. I'd be like, here's your rose. Please don't yell at me. Also, maybe spank me with it. Leia gets the rose, even though she got in a fight with Maria earlier in the night. Maria's pissed.
Will you accept this rose?
Honestly, Medina doesn't look happy even with a rose. Look at it. The active cunt stare continues. Weena is gone, and the second Philadelphia sister, she's whispering in his ear. She's like, anytime you want to watch the birds in Center City, I'll have a hoagie waiting for you.
Andalusia, Spain.
They're going to Andalusia, Spain. They're like, okay, great, cool. Andalusia, I know a Lucy. Can't wait. They have no... Welcome to Andalusia, Spain. Cue your friend who went on their honeymoon paid by their in-laws who's like, you gotta go. No, you gotta go, while you sit there trying to figure out how to get to Fort Lauderdale for a weekend. Now Joey gives us a little tour of his hotel room, takes a look out the window. He's like, okay, yeah, I can masturbate in here with the window drapes open. Good for me.
Come to a new place, I usually try to do two things. I try to do something with tradition and something with like some type of nightlife.
Joey and I are very different. He's like, I do something with tradition and nightlife. I'm like, yeah, I try to do two things. I try to eat and be as close to a bathroom so that I can shit after I eat. Joey then grabs Kelsey A for a one-on-one and leaves the women here for a singles brunch. He's like, get used to it, girls, because if I send you home, this is every Sunday for eternity. Listen, I'm happy Maria beat Sydney in that 2-on-1, but she's diabolical. She just asked the whole group, she's like, hey, everyone, if she hadn't burned the card that let her take the 1-on-1, would you have used it? She really King Solomon's them. She's like, would you cut a baby in half to be with Joey? Joey and Kelsey A go on their Lizzie McGuire adventure. The women are into Joey. There is not one person here that I'd be like is on the fence about Joey. They're all sold. So they are feeling it that he took her on the one-on-one date in Andalusia. I got shows, people, all over the country. You see here, New York City, this second show's almost done. Toronto, there's a second show added. Get your tickies. Come on out. Assemble the group chat. And just anybody get a Vespa? Like, I would have so many questions. I'd be like, is it like a bicycle? Is it like a motorcycle? Do I wear knee pads? I'd have Kelsey on the front. I'd be holding her waist. It would really be an unfuckable moment for me, seeing me rent a Vespa. I think Kelsey and Joey could be a good match because they both look like they just took a fat rip from a bong. She's like, yeah, Spain's pretty chill. I mean, we went on the Vespa. We're going to eat meats and cheeses. I do get the munchies, so why not? This is why there's not a lot of Jewish women on the show. They wouldn't be so chill with this food excursion. What Jewish woman is just eating those legs? She's walking in, she's going to be like, what? We're going to eat the calf of that hoof? It's just been sitting out? Are there flies? What's it going to do to my stomach? Whenever the Bachelor goes abroad, they meet the nosiest people. Like, what's this guy doing? Just going up to them? You married? Look at, he's like, make sure she puts a finger in your butt during a blowjob or dump her. Do not misinterpret this. Kelsey A is a total hottie. But she does have a smile.
I can't stop grinning.
She says she can't stop grinning, but she looks like someone who's faking a smile while a little bit angry.
I'm smiling like 24/7.
Like that is like, yeah, I'm happy. Kelsey talks about her mom who has passed away. It's very sad. But I gotta say, Joey has had every single woman reveal something, and each one is different than the last. If I'm him, I'm like, what the hell is coming next? It's been a mom passing away. I can't have children. A tree fell on the dog, but it can still walk. It's like you never know. I feel for Joey. They have a great date. They seem to be connecting, but I have to wonder, where is this date happening? What is this, Prince Alibaba's man cave? Yeah, we're going to put an urn there. We're going to put a very haunting lamp there. We're going to put another haunting lamp there. Another urn there. Yeah, we're going to light the beams so it looks like a spell is about to be cast. Kelsey gets the rose. They do a makeout session while this Spanish guy plays in the background. He's like, don't worry, don't worry. I play while I stare at the guitar. It was a very special booking. They pay extra for this, for me to look at the strings. You're good. Get a full wood. I won't even know. They go to this mansion and they're going to write a quote and paint a picture of the quote to tell Joey how they feel about him. And Joey's going to guess what the picture is. The artist, Paula, is going to walk them through it. She looks like the mascot for why you should eat the Mediterranean diet. They all go off to their corner of the plaza. This would be so annoying to me. I'd be like, there's a beach here. There's water. We should be swimming. We should be tanning. What are we painting for? Isn't there a margarita anywhere? I'd be so... Joey's a pretty good painter. Look at that. Not bad. This guy does it all. So Joey shows off his painting first, and then they have to guess what he meant by the painting. If I guessed, I'd be like, I think this painting represents that you're going to be given a ring that you could never afford to give to one of us at the end of this show. So now Joey has to guess what they painted, which I would fail this right away. I'd be like, vagina? You have a UTI? It burns like the sun? I would totally embarrass myself. I'd be like, oh, this painting means you're wearing rainbow panties and they're wet underneath of them. That's what the wave means. And the heart, your vagina. Now I'm mad at Joey. He should have gone dirty and crazy for every single one. This one I would have been like, oh, you think I have a large penis? Well, no, you're going to be disappointed. It's a strong medium, but thank you for judging my vibe as opposed to my physical stature. So Jess, or as I'm calling her, Diet Hannah Brown, painted the wedding rings that they'll share. Jess is way ahead of herself. She told him that she's falling for him last episode. She's also 23 or 24. She's going to fall hard. They have this like really sweet date where they show their feelings through art, and then they have the opposite prize. Jess wins, and they're like, okay, go dump paint on one another, and he can rub his boner against your thigh for the next 10 minutes. Have fun. So Rachel finds out that she's going to go on a dancing date in Spain. Rachel's excited. She looks very much like she's a women's studies major at Wellesley College. Maria has the energy of a woman who's going to start a podcast about her dating life, and all the dating stories kind of run out of steam midway through. Like she thinks they're more shocking than they actually are. So now Maria is going to reveal something about her family. Another tale for Joey to take in.
I had a really, really, really bad car accident when I was like 1. A cement truck basically fell on top of my mom's car.
Oh my God.
It was really bad. It's like
the story. Listen, that's horrific. I can't believe how many people on this season have stories to tell Joey. Like, what's next? Yeah, my mom passed, and she's actually a ghost. She's sitting next to us right now. She's going to speak to you from the great beyond. So Maria gets the rose after the group date. The other women are not happy about this one. I mean, Jess looks more emoji than human right here. That is another woman got the rose I wanted emoji. So Joey and Rachel go on a date in Marbella. Look at these tourists taking videos of them. Definitely Americans. They're like, I don't know what they are, but there's cameras following them, so we'll tape them. So Joey and Rachel are going to go flamenco dancing. I gotta say, flamenco is one of those dances that I think everyone thinks they can do. All you gotta do is clap and stamp and move your arms. How hard could that be? Look at it. I'll show you. I can do it right now. This is me. I'll do it. Can't convince me that flamenco's hard. It's half stamping, a quarter flowy dress, a quarter clapping. She didn't even break a sweat. There's not a lot of cardio going on. Look at her partner. Her partner and I look like we would attack a buffet together and agree on all the items we picked. Now they're going to do flamenco dancing for this big crowd of people. Look at this kid who looks like he was forced on his family vacation. He's like, Mom, can we please go back to the hotel? I want to play video games. Look, now they're doing the Spanish version of the horror. It's the same thing except sexier and with much less heavy breathing. Rachel says she's only shared happy parts of herself. If I'm Joey, I'm like, okay, can you just tell me your horrific tale so that we can eat? I just want to eat. Every meal gets interrupted by another horrific tale. Please, just get it out right away. What happened? Who's dead? What disease do you have? How many pets have you lost in a tornado? Please, just tell me. Rachel's horrific tale is that she's a nurse and that it's hard for people to date a nurse. If I'm Joey, I'm like, that's it? Have you heard these other women? We got cement trucks falling on people. You're good. What, you had a tough day at work?
Like after today too, I just realized that
You have to have a closet full of scrubs? What do I care? I just want to know one thing. What leprechaun did Jesse Palmer blow? This guy gets to go to Spain, get free tennis lessons, sit on the beach, and all he has to do is say, ladies, it's the final rose. Leia really loves this one bang look. It looks like the ending of a parentheses. Like it looks like if I pulled it off her head, it could slice bread. Daisy's voice has this like crackly thing to it where it's like ASMR.
Stressing out about it because everyone can see like anyway.
Right? Don't you want to turn it on as white noise and go to bed to it?
Obviously, there are a lot of feelings involved in this with like, a lot of people. So, like, how are you doing, like, with all of it?
So every time Jess talks,
hoping to talk to him tonight and like have a really good one-on-one series.
She's like Southern in a way that an SNL sketch would do The Bachelor and have. Leia, I just want to know one thing. What leprechaun? Leia really loves this one bang look. It looks like the ending of a parentheses. Like it looks like if I pulled it off her head, it could slice bread. Daisy's voice has this like crackly thing to it where it's like ASMR.
Stressing out about it because everyone can see like anyway.
Right? Don't you want to turn it on as white noise and go to bed to it?
Obviously, there are a lot of feelings involved in this with like, a lot of people. So, like, how are you doing, like, with all of it?
So every time Jess talks,
hoping to talk to him tonight and like have a really good one-on-one series.
she's like Southern in a way that an SNL sketch would do The Bachelor and have a Southern chick in it. Like she is cartoonishly Southern. So Maria steals Joey while she already has a rose and Jess hasn't gotten time with Joey. And this is where like you can't disagree with Maria. She's here to win the man. Go get him, Jess. And Jess is like, this is so disrespectful. It's like, well, no. She's on a dating show to date this one guy. That's the thing about Maria, is you can't really disagree with how she does things because Maria gonna get me. Here's Jess calling out Maria.
Pretty early combo for someone with a rose.
Yeah.
Here's what Jess doesn't understand. Maria is out here for Maria.
Is there a problem that I spoke
So
to right now?
if you don't go get Joey, you're going to lose out on Joey. You have no leg to stand on with her.
That's what I thought. So moving on.
That's what I thought.
Moving on.
Look at moving on.
There it is.
I'm getting mine. And look at the other women are like, yeah, we're on a dating show to date one guy. I have no doubt that Maria is annoying to be on a dating show with. Look at, she calls her a bitch and she's like, call me a bitch? Gotcha. Look at you. You're the one calling people a bitch. Maria's the type of person that puts her hand in your face and is like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. And then you hit them and they're like, whoa, someone got a little out of control. We're at the rose ceremony. Here's what I would need to know. How are you flying me home? If I'm not getting a lay flat seat back from Spain, I'm looking at Joey being like, just give me the rose, please. I'll blow you in the back. I'll do anything. Please. Don't make me go middle seat, coach. I need it. I need it. And it's the final rose. It's between Death Stare Medina, Autumn, and Jess, otherwise known as Diet Hannah Brown. Jess gets it. Going to DHB. Maria and Jess feud continues. And here's Autumn leaving. And then she does an impression of me after every sexual experience with a woman. Joey says they're leaving.
We're going to be heading west.
They're like, is Paris west?
Pack your bags and grab your
Is it
passports
Paris?
Because we are going to Montreal.
Oh, that's kind of Paris. They speak French there. Cool. Can't wait. Canada. Basically America, but cool. And that's it for The Bachelor. That's it for me. I will be back next week with more. I know there was a lot of stories this week, but share my feed post. Tell a friend.